The stream.
Suggestive stuff is hello stream. Is anyone there?
No, I'm just gonna start it, and it will wait for it to fill up before we actually start doing things.
There's nobody here. This is gonna be great.
It's the first time. We still have stuff to talk about, and it's gonna be put on later.
Oh man, I have to check something. Hold on.
There's nobody here. This is gonna be great.
It's the first time. Twitter.
Okay. Stream this. I've got still people watching. I'm looking at the analytics on my YouTube right now.
People are watching?
No, 0.
Oh, it's okay. Woo! I'd say
places, boys.
Give us some time. Give us some time. I think every time I stream with my my YouTube account, it takes 10-ish minutes to get like 2 showers.
Okay, that's enough.
Maybe I should. Hold on a second. Because I've got a lot of YouTube followers who just wait for me to do YouTube stuff, so I should probably inform them that I'm not doing this. Oh, it's there. Fuck!
I have tweeted tweets.
Okay, so people are in the chat. Apparently.
There are?
Yeah.
In the Discord?
Yeah, well, no, inside of my YouTube.
Oh, Juti!
Yeah, I'm seeing a couple people. A friend of mine says, why do I get emails about this? Hold on. I'm going to post this link on my Tumblr. Should probably drop all the screens. Hey, hi, welcome to the chat. I guess I have to have another screen up.
Hello.
If not everyone joins. Okay. Alright, so it seems like the Facebook live chat is going to stay with a couple people. So I'm gonna bar that down and make it small so I can see it as well.
The Facebook one?
Yeah, no, not Facebook.
What Facebook
me. The YouTube one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've got a couple people talking in the live chat
over
there.
So you'll manage that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure I keep an eye on this one as well.
I'll just sit here and answer questions.
Yay!
Yay! Productive.
It's the best thing.
Right. Oh, I can see the chat. Weird. Oh, yeah, you guys can see the chat because I have it up. If you want to join the chat on the Discord, can I have a link to give them?
I shall.
Okay.
Get it for you momentarily.
And I'm gonna post a link in this YouTube chat that you guys can go to on Discord. My brain is hemorrhaging.
Copy link. Where do you want me to send the link?
Put it inside general chat if you can.
Okay. General chat as in
the Fox
our
page.
Discord?
Our Discord.
Okay.
Yes. Copy link. Okay. Use that. That's our Discord. Come and say hi to people. Okay. That's gone. I really love the first comment on the on my YouTube list was, why do I get emails about this? This is a good friend of mine back in my hometown. Oh, thank you, Juichi. I need to actually start doing videos again. I've been too busy for them. It's part of life. Hashtag here's how you stream. So I've got 4 people watching on my YouTube. That means there are at least 4 people who don't know about the Discord, but I've clicked it and put it in there.
Well, I'm one of them watching just because I want to see the chat. I have it on mute.
Yes, Alex, you can join the chat whenever you want. That link will not disappear.
Yeah, it's a permanent link. Hello, Alexander Wolf. Hello, Tanner F.
Do you know Kune Kitsune, the artist? I post some of his art sometimes on my Tumblr, but that's Tanner Kune Kitsune.
Okay. I'm terrible with names, so like I'm sure if I saw it, I would know. But
Rokil's mate drew a picture of him. It's like,
okay, yeah,
gray
yes,
fennec fox.
I remember.
Yeah.
So many for there are diverse set of colors and patterns is the only thing that makes us appreciable.
That makes us different.
Five minutes till we officially start.
5 minutes to official start. We gotta get like a countdown. Anybody have a countdown? Alexander says he'll be back. Hi, Beta Kags, Utaru Rivet. Super villain. Nice to see you. If you can, click that link and go to our Discord chat, and you can ask live questions right there.
Hello.
I'm looking at the YouTube chat again.
I saw it too. I was saying hello back.
Hello. Oh, and hi. Nice to meet you. Or see you again. I have bad memory and I'm a bad person. Sad face. I'm gonna like keep posting the Discord stuff there.
Are we that bad, Juchi? Do you need tea to listen to us talk?
Maybe it just makes him feel comfortable. You know, the music setting and the dorky voices.
Or it could be the opposite in that he needs it to relax
Okay,
around
so
us.
there are 7 people watching on my YouTube.
Yay.
7 whole people, not including me and...
Oh, if both of you, then that's what, 5.
That's still some.
Yeah.
That's a good number.
Yes.
Oh, someone just dropped.
Also.
We noticed them and they left. And that link will take them to our Discord, right?
It should.
Oh god.
I've only seen one person join.
Got like
And it's Juicy.
we got people like not hiding, getting lost in like internet limbo.
Okay. Oh, that's very kind, Juicy. He says we are relaxing.
Duh.
Alright. So some small talk. Hey, we might be getting a new car. It's like a red Cadillac for like the
Red Cadillac, what year?
I'm not sure. Cameron only sent me pictures and like they're from a distance. It's 3,500 like flat, so that's not bad at all.
I'm looking at the
and like our envoy is like near death. Its battery died the other day. We need to get a new one.
There's a silver Kia Soul at this like buy here pay here lot that I'm gonna be attacking next Friday. I have been in desperate need of a Kia Soul in my life. Kag, say words. I'm at 745 Am I over talking him? I can't tell.
Just shush.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kags.
I don't have anything.
Okay.
It's like you're like kept flashing.
Yeah, you kept flashing. I didn't know if you were trying to talk. You just kept stopping.
It wasn't important.
Okay.
Well,
2 minutes.
Is it really 2 minutes? Oh man, I'm nervous.
Way better than my drunk live stream that I did like months ago.
Drunk live stream?
I was blackout drunk and I decided to play
I remember seeing the stream. I didn't have a chance to jump on because I was out of the house when I saw that you were streaming. Oh boy.
Yeah, I was like, I'm too drunk to even know how to refuel my ship. So as soon as I run out of fuel, I'm done for the night. 2 seconds later, I ran out of fuel. I was like, well, I'm done for the night. I'll see you guys later.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. Alright, so my stream health is
Do we have a
dying.
preliminary question?
My viewers are not happy. Wondering what's causing this lag. I'm telling you, I blame Discord. No, the stream health was fixing. Little preliminary. Hey, Juichi asked a preliminary question. Do we want to answer? We got 1 minute.
We have 1 minute. We can start as soon as we start. We'll answer the question.
Okay.
1 minute. I'm gonna pull up a Google
We'll leave
timer.
you to speculate how old we are,
Live
Juichi.
timer. Or like.
Are we gonna do the intro at 7 or?
Is there an intro? Do
Yes.
I need
it's
to do
7.
an intro?
What's our intro?
I can do the intro for my like YouTube. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Fox and Hound Lounge podcast. Today we've got
Hi
Kags.
guys.
That was you did it wrong.
Oh.
I was gonna say
Rivet
hi guys. It's
Ringtail.
Bajira.
You sound like Bajira. All right, so today what's going to happen here is you guys can be asking us questions. We're going to be doing this for about an hour long. You guys can ask any questions live in the Discord chat, and we'll also be answering the questions you have in our Tumblr page. We have one preliminary question.
As well as
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as well as just kind of generally talking about the lounge.
Exactly, yeah, that's a lot of general talking happening. We do have one general question, or preliminary question that was asked to us. So, how old are you guys?
Would you like to start?
Sure, Beta.
Oh, I have to start. Okay. I think, if I'm correct, I'm the oldest member of the lounge. I'm 25 years old.
I think you are, yeah. We'll go in order of the
About
chat.
20. I'm about 22.
And I'm the third youngest. I'm 20.
Goodness, like
I know Utao's right below me. I think Utao 20. He turns 20 like tomorrow.
Oh, does he?
And then, yeah, and I think Caspian turned 18 like a few months ago.
Yeah, I'm the grandpa
then-
of the lounge.
I think Ropiel's 23.
Three, I think so.
Yeah.
One second, sorry, I got
Alright.
another person joining in the other chat, Discord chat. Use that link. All right. So the first question on our list of the questions that were sent to us was by Kawasaki Dragono. I'm pretty sure I said it incorrectly. The question is: So have you think of Fox and Hound Lounge special cocktail, desserts, cuisine series, something unique only Fox and Hound Lounge have? I'll go ahead and start. Myself, I've been trying to put more of Beta's uniqueness into the Fox and Hound Lounge over in the ice cream shop, just trying to make it seem more of a Beta, part of Beta's canon story. And so the Dragon Breath ice cream, the one that's lets you breathe steam, and the color changing fur powder that I have Beta blowing onto his ice cream. I'm not sure why he's doing that yet. I'm not sure why it's canon yet. But that's some of the things that I've made that are unique to Beta's ice cream shop.
It's a unique treat.
It's a very unique treat. For cuisines, we don't really have anything too special that's still to be discussed. And right now, the creative juices for my end isn't really that great because I've been working nonstop. But eventually, we'll have something very unique for the lounge for sure.
Same kind of goes in my case, and I believe everyone else's case who couldn't make it to the stream today. But I know we all want to at least eventually make like a custom drink based off of everyone. We just haven't done so yet. It'll happen eventually.
We'll all have our own special, unique things.
Yes.
All right, so I've
Very
got another
special.
question here for the podcast. Is Beta the only one with special abilities? Also, what are the origins and full scope of said abilities? Is that for Beta only? Or for
I
everyone?
think it's for.
I think it's for everybody.
Okay.
It's just using you as a frame of reference.
I'm not sure
Since
actually.
yours,
I've
clearly,
actually,
yes.
I've actually not, gotten to learn too much about it, especially Rivet. I know Kags is really smart inside of his lore, but I don't know too much about Rivet. For example, there's pictures of Rivet, but I've never seen him fight or anything. Beta has special abilities because that's the type of furry that I am. I like anime and I like stories like that, so my character had to have crazy anime abilities and fight for his best friends and all that geeky jazz. The origins of Beta's abilities: he was created in a lab built to be the alpha predator, so he's built to be the strongest of all. I've basically given him enough weaknesses to make him not, and so that makes a story to it. But yeah, imagine Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. That's Beta.
cute. Does he speak like Stitch?
A little bit.
Not be surprised.
Meow, want like oyster.
I need to give Beta his own language and have him like speak in it. Say he's cute and fluffy.
Fluffy.
I actually recently, I know this is a bit off topic, but I recently just bought a Stitch shot glass that I can't wait to use.
That's nice. I used to have like a bunch of Stitch plushies. He's still like my favorite and has been one of my favorites for like a long time, but then my mom sold them all when I was visiting my dad. Sad.
Hey, so we've got a little problem. Supervillain says my emo won't let me click the button to verify my account. Can someone help me?
How long has he had his Discord? Because the rule is they have to be here for like 5 minutes, I think. At least have an account for 5 minutes.
I see. Okay.
So if it's brand new, it's probably the case.
Sir Boops, hi, welcome to the live podcast. I'm gonna pop the Discord thing there again.
Hello.
And Supervillain, like Rivet just said, you probably have to have your account for more than 5 minutes. I can keep the other chat up, so if you want to ask any questions, I can see them there as well. Kags.
If you were a superhero, what would you be?
No. I'd be nothing. Superheroes are stupid. No.
Sad face.
Kags, he doesn't really have any specific powers that he knows of or that I know of. He was brought up in a family, much like everyone else's, but in his world, there's a lot more. Is that a good word? Anyway, there's a lot of crap that's going on and a lot of prejudices towards predators, but he was in a city where he was able to kind of branch from that and being a good investigator. Then eventually it breached over to his main job now after he joined the military. It's like myself. But he's one of the...
Oh, hey, can you please leave the voice chat? I set a rule, so it's just going to be us for now. Thank you, though.
Yeah, so there isn't really a full scope of powers, just a whole lot of training that he's gone through and a whole lot of augmentations that he has been given so kindly from the Volpin Institute of Research and Development.
Nice.
And
Sounds like you put a lot of thought into it. And me. So I think I don't really consider like what I have for Rivet like canon. It's more like a fantasy, like I guess the character within the character is if he was playing like an RPG or something, or like what I would like to have superpowers if I had superpowers. But I remember it took me, I think I started planning this out like my sophomore year. It wasn't until very, very recently, and I still keep adjusting things that I kind of finalized it. But if you've ever seen, what's it called? Hitman Reborn, that anime, like really old from the 90s, like 90s, early 2000s. So Hitman Reborn, like Suna's abilities mixed with how Medusa's arrows work from Soul Eater.
Oh,
where if you step on it, it like launches you in that direction. So I think it was just kind of like basic like magic with some weapons. Like I have like 2 dual swords and then 2 like chain rope knives. And I think it was like that combined with kind of like liking the idea of RPGs / like a Monster Hunter Final Fantasy universe and walking around like a group was kind of just the main inspiration for it. There's no big story thing behind it. It's just like if I had superpowers, this is what I'd want them to be. Thumbs up.
All right. I've got a question for you guys on the power. By the way, Supervillain asked another question. It's kind of just for me, so we'll wait. I'll wait for last to read that. Okay, Supervillain. To you guys, for Kags actually, you said that being a predator, Kags is being discriminated against. How would? Oh, welcome back to the chat. Hey, Jao, if you can, please, could you go into the text channel? The voice channel is only for the podcast members right now. But what I was asking was,
oh, I kicked him out of the thing.
what I was asking was, you said there's
that'll teach him.
The predators are being, what's we're looking for here?
Discriminated.
Yeah, discriminated against. So, how would Beta get treated inside the area?
Well, so the city the country, in a sense, where Kags lives, is small, very small compared to other major countries. So he's really kind of set in his own ways in this area. However, there's other countries in this world that have different types of discrimination laws against predators, or actually just having a full predator government. But since he is currently employed in the city, the only thing he really knows other countries and do all kinds of great things for his fatherland, I guess. But for you, if you ever came to there, the main things that are discriminated against is whether or not you're a predator. Depending on what city you're in, you may be looked against. So, for instance, in Vulpin Valley, where Kags lived with his mother, he was discriminated against because he was actually a mixed breed between a border collie and a wolf. And in a fox primary city, it's not really that great to be a part of. Not to mention his fur colors are definitely different, which is another big thing, is fur colors. People really like natural colors. If you're not, it's sort of like Darwinism. They're like, you shouldn't be alive right now kind of thing. So as long as your fur colors somewhat look like an animal should, you shouldn't have any issues. And depending on what city you go into, you may have some discrimination there. And yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool idea.
It's kind of a crappy world to live in, but it's his world and definitely made his personality the way it is.
Nice.
And
better.
So my question for Rivet then, is your character set in some kind of medieval time, or is he in the present?
I think I designed the armor it was kind of inspired by like Monster Hunter style and like medieval / Monster Hunter style like fantasy. I'm not really into medieval stuff, but I like kind of like the armor and fantasy style of it. It's what, like, hence the shoulder pauldrons and the armor plate on the chest. But I would say I had a lot more influence from like Monster Hunter than anything.
I can understand that.
And then Juchi also asked a question kind of regarding powers, and he asked if we could choose to live in a world for the rest of our life, which three of what he provided would we choose? Which is the Realm of Chaos from Bayonetta, World B from Dissidia Final Fantasy, or the extended universe of Kingdom Hearts.
Am I answering first?
I mean, if we want to, I think it's open just for free talk. Because I personally think I would die in Bayonetta, like most people. I
mean, I definitely think of any place for Beta to actually make sense in, it would be the Kingdom Hearts universe. Since Beta's power is how they work, he's seen so many different people, met so many different creatures. I think there's a question actually earlier on the YouTube asking if Beta has been in different worlds. Yes, Beta has been in different worlds depending on who I'm talking to or RPing with. So yeah, I would say Kingdom Hearts.
All right.
I would agree with Kingdom Hearts because the world of Bayonetta, I know if Kags walked out of his apartment and immediately saw something go flashing by and then the apartment crumbled into the ground, he'd be like, well, Mondays.
It's completely different. Beta would like turn golden and chase after it. Like, oh, what was that?
For Kags, he'd just kind of be like, well, should have seen that coming, and just go about his day. If his business is broken down, he'd be like, well, looks like I'm not going to work today. And it'd just be kind of a crappy time for Kags because he'd just be walking around like, man, I really need to stop going to these places.
Small tangent, but I don't know if any of you watched the Evo fighting game tournament like about a month ago. It's the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. And they decided they're going to stream the Super Smash Bros. Wii U finals on Disney XD.
Okay.
And so the finals were between a Diddy Kong player and a Bayonetta player, and Bayonetta won. And so everyone started posting GIFs on Twitter and everywhere else I saw saying Bayonetta's finally a Disney princess, and it's her doing these very sexual poses and bouncing down with like all this light around her.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Nice.
It was beautiful.
All right, so
and then
we got a question down here inside the actual chat.
I didn't answer.
Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't answer my question.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'd want to say Kingdom Hearts just because I would be safer. I feel. Even though they're being like heartless, like it's Disney characters, I'm okay.
Have you seen something heartless?
Yes, but like it feels like unless you're in like the final worlds, you can kind of run away and be safe. I've never seen random characters just get hurt. Only Sora and like the main Disney characters.
Just a random character, you're good just watching this stuff unfold. Like, oh.
Like, wow, just another day. I think I'd actually want to do Final Fantasy because I also know I was really inspired by that in designing Rivet, so it'd be interesting. I know it's more dangerous, but it'd be an interesting place to explore. That's my answer.
All right, so we got another. Kyoko says hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kyoko. Lexaros, which is actually a friend of mine, that was not expecting to be in this at all, so this is surprising. Sort of a random question, but just to get a good idea of the society you all have. What is one of the most advanced technologies available in your world?
Yes.
Rivet, you can go first this time if you want.
I'm not sure. As I said, like I didn't really create a society, just a character with powers. But I'm gonna opt out of this question because I don't have a good answer.
Kags, you're up.
So for Kags, there's been a lot of technological advances in his time, especially out of the Vulpin Institute of Research and Development. So a lot of things that they make are like smart glass. So for instance, sort of like what we have that we're going to be having in the next few years, where you can touch the screen and actually have things to interact with on that screen. Also, they've done great strides in armor and medical, along with non-lethal deterrents are definitely a big thing in Animalia and in the surrounding cities. The only people that are authorized to use lethal deterrents are people that are investigators, a contract, or police agencies that are the elite force, not just regular run-of-the-mill police officers. The armor that they use, that Kags also uses occasionally, depending on the threat severity, is this armor that kind of resembles Mandalorian armor. It's very thick, made out of plasteel, which they do have. It's a mixture between plastic and steel, so it's light and rugged like steel, and also bulletproof and bullet resistant, allowing him to take a hit and continue moving. They use that mainly for high risk and high lethal situations, and also as a HUD, allowing them to get a field readout before they actually enter a situation. That's pretty much it.
That armor,
pretty much it, as if it's so quaint and short.
that armor definitely seems like the armor that of the people that are chasing after Beta. My story is vast and weird. I don't want to go into it just too much. As for the most advanced technologies available in Beta's world, Beta's world outside of the lab is the normal world. So everything is pretty normal outside. You got McDonald's, you got people walking around with those little hoverboards. The only type of advanced technologies you'd see would be considered what starts with a C. Help me out here, guys.
The first word that came to mind is not the word I probably.
Oh, it's a word that like you're not allowed to know. Confidential. What's the word?
Confidential.
Oh, confidential.
Classified.
Yeah.
Any type of the advanced technologies, like the technology used to build Beta and his brothers and one sister, is classified. So you'll find out if you follow my story. So we have a question from Tumblr, and then we have a question inside the chat. Which one do you guys want to do?
Let's do the chat.
Okay. The chat question. Kags, you want to read this one?
I'm super good.
Question for all of you: who's the most evil individual that your characters have ever met? I have a character I made that is extremely evil. Okay. So for me, the most evil person that Kags has run into is probably people that are part of the society. They don't really have a name because they're that mysterious, and he only had a brief run-in with them. That's ultimately who he's trying to hunt down, is people from the society, but every time he finds one, they either off themselves or they get away. But the person that he found, He doesn't even know his name. But all he knows is that he was a cat, or was a cat. He hasn't really seen him very often, and he is also responsible for killing the original commissioner and causing all these prejudices inside the city, well, inside the country that Kags lives in.
Cool.
Okay.
Mine's pretty short. It's the Narakuga that knocked me down in that commission. I'll go ahead and share it in the chat.
Okay. Before I answer mine, since he's about to share it in the chat, I have a question for you, Kags. I know you said that there are anthros. Are there actually humans inside of your world?
Can you say that again?
You cut out, yeah.
Are there humans in your world?
That's something
Humans
that
in
is
your-
up for. There's actually something that's up for discussion. So Kags, as an investigator, ever since the incident that occurred that his father was killed, this incident is him trying to track down either a human, B, the paperwork that was taken from the ruins that discuss humans. The tree he lives in is twofold. First one is they need to make sure that if anyone knows about the humans, they're either silenced or arrested for knowing anything about it to avoid the atrocities that happened to the commissioner. And B, for humans, so that way if they find it, there's no more leverage. So far, Kags has been very successful in finding any of these. The only ruins that he has been to are the ones around Animalia, which is around present-day New York. Yeah.
So my question for you then. Oh wow, that monster is showing you things.
Yes.
Aw.
I need people to save me.
So my question for you is then: is there a chance there are human anthro hybrids? So like you got a human male with cat ears and a cat tail.
Something like that he has definitely never seen before. He has heard of lack of fur around the muzzle area and the main body, but fur on the ears and on the tail. But a lot of those people have either been detained for experiments, unfortunately, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles for them. Or B, they have gone into hiding in other countries to seek out, which a lot of other countries don't really see a problem with them.
Right. Okay. So my answer on the evilest character. Sorry, I got a little bit into Kag's story. My answer for the evilest character inside of my story would be considered Epsilon. Epsilon hasn't been shown yet. I'm actually getting art of him done as soon as I can. But Epsilon doesn't have any actual care for the human race, or excuse me, the anthro race. He doesn't. Everything deserves to die. The only way to keep the Earth safe is to kill everything on it. And so he doesn't hate things. He just thinks it's more logical if everything was dead.
Kind of like Ultron.
Kind of like Ultron.
So I know a lot of Marvel, so I see a lot of comparisons.
It's like Epsilon's ideal is nothing deserves to be alive. So he wants to devoid plants, devoid cities, devoid everything. The only way to keep the planet safe is to have it a floating rock in the sky. Or space.
Like the malevolent villain.
He thinks he's doing
See him outside punching the grass.
Just angrily looking at the grass and fucking grass. He
Time for you to die, grass.
He feels that he's doing the planet a favor. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Tumblr question real quick before we go to Lexaros's. For the podcast, who is the tallest?
I am like between 5'10".
Hey, Rokio made it.
Right.
Hi. I didn't make it. I just have enough time to be a little while, and then I have to leave. So
Okay, that's fine.
I just wanted to hop in for
Okay.
just a little time.
We've been laughing a lot. We're talking about superpowers, but now we're on to new questions. That's a good time.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, before you continue, why did you freak out?
We're excited.
Because I didn't know you were going to be in the chat.
Yeah.
I was happy.
It's exciting when new people come into the chat, especially as friends. We were expecting more of us here, so it's exciting when you got here.
Oh, okay.
So, who's the tallest? Rokio, how tall are you?
IRL or
IRL.
my persona?
Oh, wait, well, that's the question. Both.
Why not both? ¿Por qué los dos? ¿Por qué no los dos?
Don't speak in Spanish. I'm not going to reply in Spanish. No. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay. So I'm like 5'10", I think. I don't use inches, or feet, so whatever. And Rokil is 6 feet. That's the height that I would really like to be. So there is that.
Rivet.
I am like real life and Sona, like just above 5'10" and just below 5'11".
Somewhere.
I think the number in like centimeters is like 179 centimeters, I believe, something like that.
You're in like tallness limbo. How about you,
You're
Ken?
taller than me.
How about you,
Just
Cags?
barely.
5'9". Cags is about 5'10".
Everyone's short, so
He's got an extra. He's got an extra inch on me.
so Beta is 6'2", and me in real life is 6'2". So we're both like giants.
Tall.
I'm
Don't
tall.
crush us.
Don't crush us.
Do you ever hit your head in the door?
And that's happened before. Actually, here's a story. Back in high school, I was having a really bad day, and I was expecting to get called out because I called my mom, told her I was sick. So I'm sitting in lunch, and I hear on the intercom, "Brandon, please come to the office." And so I run toward the office, which is like elevated up, and I jump off the top of the stairs and headbutt the ceiling.
Beautiful.
Now, I didn't know I headbutt the ceiling, so I left a hole behind, and I ran over to the office, and they're like, "Brendan, why are you here?" I was like, "You guys called me." They're like, "Oh, no, we just wanted to make sure you're in school. You should go to the nurse's office." And I was like, "Why?" I get to the nurse's office, I have this huge red bump on my forehead.
Oh my god. How could you be so distracted that you didn't notice?
Halo just came into the YouTube chat.
Ooh.
Hello.
I'm not reading the YouTube chat, so I think I should hop in. But you can actually not notice that you have hit something or something hit your head. Like one of my cousins was playing darts with my brother, and we don't know how because we weren't there, but he like just appeared like after I don't know half an hour with one of the darts like stuck in his head, and
I don't like it.
And he was like, I don't know why, but I think I have a headache. It really hurts. And like everybody just froze and gasped, and like I don't know, it was very scary because we thought that it was worse than it looked. But in the end, he was okay. Like it just hurt to take it out.
Bet.
So you can.
I mean, yeah, my adrenaline was going too much for me to even notice that I had a whelp on my head, or a bump on my head the size of another fist. What was that?
Sorry, my phone.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, so next part of that question is...
I had a story.
Oh, go ahead.
I think my only experience, which is why I didn't think anyone could notice, I guess it wasn't his head. My brother's just dumb. I think we were in the 6th grade, and we were outside playing, and I guess my twin brother was playing tag, and he was running away from someone, and he wasn't paying attention. He was looking behind the tagger. He was being chased. The moment he turned around and looked forward, as in his words, the only thought he remembered having was, "That's a pole." And then the next thing you know, he was on the ground waking up with his nose in pain.
Oh my god.
And so he had a broken nose.
Rip.
So I guess he wasn't aware of him getting hit, just the pain afterwards.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Oh wait, I broke my arm. That's bad.
Yeah.
What is everyone's favorite food?
Milkshakes. Give me a milkshake, I will love you.
A milkshake isn't food, Rivet.
Excuse you?
It's not food. That's a
Excuse
drink.
you?
That's a drink.
No.
Yes.
I mean,
Dare you?
just like put like a chocolate chunk in it, maybe.
Fine. My favorite. I like pasta. You get a generic answer since you're forcing me to change.
Pasta. What kind of pasta?
All pasta.
Oh, pasta.
Maybe not. I don't really care for lasagna as much. Most of it.
Hey, Kawasaki.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Hola.
Rokyo, favorite food?
Actually, it's also pasta, but it's a specific kind. It's fettuccine alfredo.
Oh,
Nice.
I love that.
Or you can buy me Chinese food, and I will love you forever.
Oh, that's another good.
You're speaking to my heart right here.
Great. Cactus
Favorite meal, I think my favorite meal would be either filet mignon or lobster tail.
Oh, look at this guy.
That's what we expect from the
Classy.
manager of the lounge.
Classy. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
like, we like this cheap food. It's great. It's not healthy. And he's like, I like filet mignon.
It's what we can get.
Oh man.
Like,
I
there's
get
clearly
by.
a level of difference between like the workers and the manager of the lounge.
Got a second mortgage on our lounge just to afford my lobster tail and filet mignon addiction.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, I didn't even think about it. Are we talking about our personas or us?
Oh, no. I mean, in real life, I actually do take out a second mortgage.
It doesn't matter. Like, both work for me. So
Okay,
And like, we need
My
some
soda is
butter.
me, so essentially.
my favorite food,
Halo's in here.
and it's gonna be very, like, you guys are gonna think it's racist or something. My favorite food is fried chicken, like wings.
That's
Give me some
racist.
Wings. It's
Oh my
horrible. Give me some wings and I will, like, turn into mush.
have
This
you
is
ever
a safe for
seen
work
that?
podcast, Beta.
Huh? Safe word
Racism
podcast.
is not allowed here.
Have you ever seen that GIF where it's like an African American guy like just like eating and like dancing with chicken wings?
Yeah, that's me.
That's
Jesus.
Like, you don't understand. Like, give me some chicken wings, some Sprite, and I am set. And people are like, "Wow, Brandon, you have a more racially indifferent meal."
There was a guy last night on Twitter who shared, like, he set up a GoFundMe to buy himself fried chicken from KFC.
Oh my god.
And he got like $110. And then during this, there was some white woman, like this middle-aged white woman, who was like going on a rant on Facebook complaining about how he's tricking people into giving him money on GoFundMe for chicken, and that it's only a site for sick people.
I'm not even
And he's
happy
just
about
eating
that.
the chicken while she was saying this and recorded himself doing it.
You've been so poor they set up a GoFundMe to get yourself some food.
Get yourself.
He didn't even eat it. He did it as a joke. Didn't expect it, but he got money, so he did it.
Before the question disappears, Lexaro was asked some time ago, are there any characters in your stories that aren't the main character, but you have a whole bunch of favoritism for?
Yes.
Well, tell us about
Go
it.
ahead, Beta.
Oh, me? Okay.
So whoever asks the question, whoever actually vocalizes the question, starts the answering.
Oh, okay, I
Makes
get
no
it.
sense.
So that way, keeps everything going, good flow.
So my favorite character in my story, it's actually not inside of Beta's story. I wrote a story a long time ago called Elements, and my favorite character in that story has always been Rave and Taku, my character's best friend. I just like how confident he is and what he goes from. He actually ends up dying in that story, but what his death does to my main character is just, I like everything about him. His name was Raven Taku. I have no pictures of him, but there you go. He's a human, so I'm breaking rules here.
It works fine.
For me, there is this one character. He hasn't really been fleshed out fully, but his name is W01F. He is a android that works in other countries for research and reconnaissance. Done twice ever since he's worked, and so far he's definitely hit up a friendship with him. I like him because he's different, and he's based off of Daft Punk, so it makes him even cooler.
Oh, that sounds cool.
He's able to change his appearance to mimic that of a furred animal, but there's certain subtle differences between him and other people. For starters, he can't eat, doesn't officially open, therefore he doesn't talk.
Okay.
Very important.
Else, he can mimic talking when he's furred, but he can't really mimic eating. Any odd noises.
That's the giveaway, right?
That's pretty much the tell, especially when he's like, when you're like, here, eat this sandwich. He's like, no, I don't want to.
I just definitely imagine that.
That or
he's
he's socially awkward. People can say, like, oh, that's another furry. He's just socially awkward.
Now he was funded by the Vulpin Research, Research and Development. So he definitely has ties back to the country. However, when it comes to what he does, it's definitely way different than what Kags' job is. There are upgrades set up for him in the future where will allow him to eat but not necessarily talk. That's pretty much it for him.
Let's see. I guess for me, like, I'm on my FA. I have like a lot of adopted characters, but there's like two I kind of love more than the others, and that would be Riff Raff and Harley. Harley is like a monster bunny. He looks like Jack of Cards is red and black, but he at least when I designed him like fantasy wise, he's supposed to be like the game role. So he uses cards. If you've ever played Kingdom Hearts and you remember Sword, he basically does similar. And then for Riff Raff, he's this giant, big, buff weasel, and he just has this giant, heavy, like iron ball with a chain attached that he like swings at the opponent. But those are my two children.
Your children.
Yes.
How about you, Rogue?
What was the question again? I had to. So I was doing stuff. That's why I was muted. So
it's okay.
Sorry.
It's Are there any other characters and stories besides your main character, and anyone that you have more a bunch of favoritism for that you have one?
Well, you guys know that I really have like, I don't know, a bunch of OCs. Yes. Like the goat, the fox. I have an otter that nobody has seen. I have like the dog that I first made for Tao, and then I kept it. Well, I have a bunch, and I think the only one that it's like part of my world, I think it would be like Vince. That it's the goat, because I'm not counting Fisk. Because Fisk is quite like my second persona, so it's part of like my main characters. So yeah, and I think he's just like a random commoner that knows magic. Like it's just the way it is. He doesn't do much, and it's only like there for comedy purposes. So yeah, it's pretty boring. I know.
Not boring.
It's
cute.
It's not the main character.
I mean, he has magic. I think that's pretty cool. Magic is awesome.
Yeah, but he doesn't use it. Like I told you, it's for comic relief.
I tell you what, women love magic. Okay.
I can tell you that I'm not a woman.
Well, I have dated a woman for 5 years, so I know.
Voice might be a little too low. Okay, everyone's special talent. Oh, damn it. I need to stop answering these. Oh, I'm the only one that can see Tumblr questions. My special talent is apparently talking.
I have the Tumblr questions.
Oh, good. You can answer next. I can apparently talk to people really well. Like, I don't know. I'm just good at talking. That's it I can do. I blather too much. Next. What? That's so funny about it.
Like, what's your talent? I talk.
I talk. No, you have, okay.
It's like my talent. It's breathing.
Well, listen. Okay, let me just
That's
give you this
true.
better. Maybe my talent is a salesman. Okay, so I started at Best Buy about a month ago. One of the biggest things there is we have to get people to sign up for credit cards. The position that I'm in, I had to have at least 5 people sign up for a credit card within a month to not have to go to the underperformance meeting. The first week of work, the first day of the month, I made 5 people sign up for the credit card. Last week on Sunday, I made 6. I have tripled the numbers of everyone in the store. And everybody's asking me how am I doing it. I say I'm just talking to people. I'm asking them directly, do they want the credit card? And they say no. I tell them why it's a good thing. And they're like, oh, okay, let's do it.
You just wink to them and they just melt.
Apparently, I flash my green eyes at them and they're like, ah, shit, he's hot.
Well, but you still couldn't do like anything with that Spanish guy.
I'm good at talking, proceeds to be timid.
Oh my gosh.
Stop. Next. Who's next?
I
You
go
shouldn't
next.
have led me to
Or,
be here.
Kag, would you like to? You want to go in the order of the list, or you just want to jump?
So talents. I don't really have real talents. I mean, I'm really good at my job, which is troubleshooting multi-million-dollar pieces of communications equipment. Really do anything. I don't have a life outside of that.
Are you good at airsoft? You do like airsoft, yeah.
That is a no. I am not good at airsoft. I die immediately.
But
Like,
you
really?
enjoy it.
Even with the sniper?
Sniper doesn't shoot straight. Oh, it's sort of like I see him out of the scope, and then it shoots, and then it just goes far right, and then they look at it, they're like, "Oh, you tried to shoot me? That's cool." And then they shoot me back.
But you have to take into account the wind.
Just the wind.
No,
the
the
wind is
wind.
blowing this way. It'll move millimeters this way.
Fine, I don't shoot guns. We don't have guns here, okay?
We celebrate guns in this country.
America, fuck yeah.
But
There was. Go ahead, Kegs.
definitely spending money if you ask my fiance.
There was a.
Remember, Bryce?
What?
Oh, I was just gonna tell a story. I remember when I bought my harness for my sniper kit, and I spent like $130. And my fiance was like, "I'm sure at some point you will be able to buy everything inside that store at some point, and then you won't have to spend any more money on anything." It's a lie. I'll always find something to spend my money on.
Isn't that the truth? There was Walmart with like, because as you know, most Walmarts have gun section. Like you can go buy guns at Walmart. Above one of these gun cases, some people may have seen it going around on like Twitter, but it was it said "Rock the school year" above the gun case.
Wait, what?
Oh
So-
yeah, I saw that.
Jesus Christ, it's such poor taste.
Well, what did it say?
So there is a case displaying a bunch of guns at Walmart, and then above the case there is a sign saying "Rock the school year right," essentially saying buy a gun and own your school year.
Oh my god.
Why?
And so like Americans like that's in poor taste. Every other country is like, how are you buying guns at a
Walk to Walmart, walk out with 3 shotguns. Yep, that's life in America.
Yeah. Back to the question of talents. I'm good at words. Now I'll explain why it's different from being good at talking. I'm just I know how to create arguments. I can see, I guess, good. This is why I'm in literature. Good at reading and seeing little things that people can do and catching nuances and how someone says something and what it implies and means. And I'm good at communicating, so yay. I understand people.
That is true.
No matter the language you're speaking in, right?
But okay, see.
じゃあ、私は日本語を話す。話すだけ。No, sorry, go ahead.
I can only do Spanish.
Freaking weeable.
Rokyo, I think that's you.
I'm gonna say 2 things, cause well, first of all, we all know that I art, so I guess that's a talent, like drawing. Even though I'm not like insanely good at it, And the other one, it's more like part of my personality. I just go to a social meeting. I just sit there, and somehow everybody thinks I'm cool, and I haven't even spoke a word.
Have you seen
I'm
a picture?
silent.
Like, okay, fine, yeah. Talk about my appearance all you want, but if you really think about it, like I've gone to like Vermeets or parties, and I just talk with like 3 people, and suddenly a friend comes by and tells me like, everybody loved you. You're so charming, and you whatever. And I'm like, what the?
Rokyo, you
Like,
look like
what?
the main male lead of a romance novel, a teen romance novel.
I am the male lead of a romance movie. I've accepted that. I'm not gonna show a picture.
Nice.
Rivet, you can do the next question.
All right, so this is actually from the general chat. Right, even further.
Maybe I will.
Supervillain fan 1. He asks if
No, goodbye.
please. You can hear us. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
wonder
did
if
it.
people. I wonder if people are just trying to hear in there.
Hang on.
The question is: have you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh? Who's your favorite character, and favorite millennial item? I haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh in ages, so I was like a kid. But I remember when I watched the show, I think I thought like the pyramid was the thing, and I wanted one to hang around my neck. And my favorite character, I think it was. Is Kaiba his name?
Seto
Guy who's
Kaiba.
full of himself. Yeah, he's full of himself. I think I liked him a lot.
What was the question again?
Have you ever seen the very first Yu-Gi-Oh, the original? Who's your favorite character, and what's your favorite millennial item? If so,
Ah, fuck. Joey Wheeler? I like Joey Wheeler.
yeah, that's the.
I thought he was cool. And my favorite millennial item was the one that the guy with the white hair wore that made him talk in 2 different voices. What was his name?
Oh, yeah, I think of him. I don't know.
Kurabara? No.
Ash,
No.
Gary.
Damn it, what was his name?
My name is Gary. And the most evilest of out of the
He was the white-haired
Smell you later.
motherfucker. He was the white-haired motherfucker, and he had the necklace on that made him switch to the evil side.
I
But
know who
Bakura,
you're talking
Bakura.
about. Hi, baby.
Me, I think it would be
Bakura.
it would be Winged Karibo, and
Look at this.
the millennial item would probably be the pyramid, because I didn't watch any of the Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm just gonna say one that comes up in the intro.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Do you want me to do another question, or would someone else like to do it?
Oh wait, was
are
was
we
that
at?
all of us?
I don't watch the show, so I don't know.
Oh, so Rokyo's
Yeah, you
over
can-
here like posting pictures of himself in the chat. It's not even definitely. Everyone, you're supposed to be furries. What is this? Who is this person?
Cute.
It's gonna go
Yes,
Messing
beard
with you,
hair. That
Roka,
makes it
messing
furry
with you.
enough. Beard hair and a
there.
No, it deleted.
Yes.
Weird. What could have possibly have happened to that photo?
I wonder.
So what's your favorite genre of music and movies? Oh, I'm sorry, I asked the question. My favorite genre of music is like a mixture of techno and dubstep. I think there's like a, what is that called? There's a word for that type of music, isn't there?
Isha?
Say it again.
Yeah. Again.
I can't hear you.
Who, me? Or for?
I see Kags' lights light up, but nothing happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
There.
Okay. Glitch hop.
I like glitch hop, but it's not glitch hop. Damn it, but I like glitch hop. Yeah. I'll just say glitch hop. That's it. I don't necessarily have a favorite type of movie because I don't like movies. Don't judge me. So my favorite movie is Zootopia.
Nerd.
Shut up, oh you shut up. Kags, grace us with your appearance.
It's up there, but I will give you an answer. So for me, I would say my favorite type of music is whatever you would classify Daft Punk is. Huge Daft Punk fan. Love their music. Love them as people, even though you don't know what they look like. And then my favorite types of movies. Oh man, I'd say sci-fi, like Alien.
Nice.
Even though I don't like Alien. I like the sci-fi-esque of it. I don't really care too much about chest bursters or face huggers.
Do you like the all-time bestseller movie that no one remembers?
Demic?
What? Did I cut
A
out?
movie that I've seen.
Okay. I was asking your opinion on Avatar, like the sci-fi film of the decade, or the past 2000s, but no one remembers or cares about.
The blue people?
Oh, Avatar.
Yes.
Yeah, the blue people.
That
That's
Disney
probably
just
one
made
of
a
the
whole fucking
coolest-
park about.
I think that was one of the coolest movies I think I've ever seen. It was definitely ahead of its time,
Yeah.
and it's sad that it was underappreciated, even though it wasn't underappreciated in the box office.
I liked it when I went to see it.
Titanic, they'll come back up in 2000 and be like, oh, this is the best movie ever.
No, I definitely didn't know it existed. I was really confused. I was like, people saying, did you see Avatar? I was like, what, The Last Airbender?
No, the blue people.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that movie Keanu. You think it's about Keanu Reeves, but it turns out it's about Cat.
Oh, I love
I
that.
was into the real shit.
That was great.
I was like, oh, cool. It's a new John Wick movie, Keanu. I put it in there and it's about cats. And I'm like, this was not what I was expecting.
Oh my god.
When the hell is Keanu Reeves going to show up in this?
Wasn't it like fucking Jack Sparrow and a cat?
No, it was Key and
the
Peele. A cat and Key and Peele.
Oh my god.
And they somehow get caught up in some drug ring fight.
We're over freaking cats.
Yes.
Lord.
Let's see. For my favorite genre of music, I like a lot of music. I kind of go by song versus over genre. I tend to like pop a lot. But I know I really, really like dancing to electro swing. As for movies, again, it's more kind of based on a movie thing. I really love action adventure. But if I had to name favorite films, it would be kind of the more artsy ones or emotional ones or animation. I know Lilo and Stitch is always in my heart. It's my childhood movie. The Boy and the Beast is one of my favorite animated films. Let's see. Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. The Artist.
That was a really good movie.
Oh my god, yes, I love it. I feel it's very underappreciated.
It is very underappreciated. Schizophrenic that's imagining all this stuff going on.
Yes.
Then you find out all that stuff you did was actually real, and you're like, damn.
Makes you want to go out for an adventure.
Miguel, not la cuista.
I'm glad I have it on Blu-ray.
In the Navy, you'll get the adventure. Don't worry. This up.
I have to see.
Rokyo?
Join the Air Force.
That's what my dad joined.
Be better off there.
What?
What?
We're talking about
What?
Rokyo.
What's your favorite genre of music? And
Yeah, I heard.
scream at him more.
Okay, so my favorite music genre is power metal. Specifically, the group Sonata Arctica. That it's a Finnish group.
Nice.
They're really depressing and whatnot, but I love the music. What else? The movie. My favorite would be what's the name? Yeah, Enemy at the Gates. I don't know kind of generous, but I really like that movie. Like, I watch it a lot when I was a kid. Like, I think at least once a week. It's about a sniper on the, like, I think this World War II. I think.
All right.
It was pretty cool. You should watch it.
Sounds sad.
Why?
I don't know. War movies are usually sad.
I prefer to be sad than overly like, oh, war amazing.
No, this is like this is more of a fight between two snipers. Like, cause both are really like experienced, and the thing is that they try to take each one down. I mean, each other. And in the end, the protagonist takes down the other guy. But it's not like sad or anything.
Is it bad that I thought it was spy versus spy instead of sniper versus sniper? Like maybe trying bombs behind the other.
I don't know. I definitely imagine like two snipers. Like the whole movie literally just like them laying and looking at the other person. Just waiting for them to.
I feel like that'd be a very boring movie.
Come on, just peek. It'd be like playing like a game, like just waiting for the other to peek out.
Have you never like played Sniper Elite?
That's a good game.
It's basically that.
Actually, the game's a piece of crap, but it's fun. In a piece of crap kind of way.
Have you ever played like Widowmaker versus Widowmaker? It's just like who pokes your head out first.
I don't play snipers. I'll die. I play healers.
I play Anna.
Anna's, I guess, counts as a sniper.
Anna's hitbox does not count.
Then I guess you're not getting healed.
I'm trying to do real life sniping, and that's just a real pain in the butt too. Especially when you see somebody and you don't have the range.
Oh boy.
Oh man, not sure if dark. So wait, I thought the Navy only rode on boats. Okay, that sounded very. That sounded very like. I'm ignorant to what the Navy does. Like I know what the Marines do. I know what the Air Force does. As far as I know is you guys ride on boats. And you guys are gay. That's how it says. The Navy is gay and they ride on boats.
He's very upset.
Gag.
You son of a bitch. I don't know where you live, but by God, I want to come there and show you what. And by that,
show me what.
And beat you up with it.
Triggered.
I love the Navy. One of my best friends is in the Navy. His name is Kags.
That's like one of those things. Like I love black guys. My friends are.
Shush.
That are black.
Hashtag good at talking in the Navy.
Oh God.
What was our question?
It was. We just finished it. It was
movie freaking genres.
Oh,
I don't even know how we got to the Navy. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, the Navy. No.
Real cool. Do supervillains question.
What?
Do you see it in the chat?
Oh, I see it. It's above where I do the 2 eye arrow mark.
It's almost gone.
No, you'll have to tell me. Like I don't know.
What's yours and your character's worst fear?
Rokiel style.
Oh. Wait. I spaced. What?
Well, wait a second.
Your fear and then your Sona's worst fear.
Halo says he has to leave. Should we try our best Australian accent before we go? Before we do that?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not going first.
Oh yeah, man. Fit the prawn on the Barbie. Say prawn. Yeah, I heard it's set wrong. Say prawn.
Beyonce.
Name's Hugh Jackman.
Name's Hugh Jackman.
I going down under.
Wolverine.
Me in Austria.
I can't do
The
that.
Wolverine I am.
Rook, you go.
You're welcome, Halo.
I'm not gonna even try. Like it's really hard. It's hard enough to talk in English like right now, and no, I'm not gonna even try. Like it's gonna be the worst thing ever. It's not gonna be like
Say prawn on the Barbie.
No, I refuse. Like moving on. I'm not gonna say it.
I've gotta embody my best Steve Irwin. Crikey!
Oh my gosh.
That's a beaut right there. That's a beaut right there. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Australian accents. Australia. I can only do it like if I say the name of the country. I can Australia.
Freaking dare you!
That is triggered gags again. What was the question?
What was the accent? Okay, so back to the other. Thank you for the request, Halo. We hope you enjoy.
Take care, Halo.
Take care.
G'day, Cubba.
So I can ask the question again. So what is your and your character's first fear? So I'm guessing it'd probably be your own fear, and then if your Sona has a fear, what that would be. For me, it's big bodies of water in the ocean because I'm not a strong swimmer.
You're like
The
me.
Navy is not for you, my friend.
Yes,
like me,
that's
like-
part of my fears doing something like that.
You'd be like Batman,
Oh gosh.
just by dressing up as water.
You can go stand on the big boat with all the other gay men.
Yes.
I love you,
Yeah,
Gags.
just 1 in 3.
I love you, Gags. I'm just joking.
I don't mind. I really don't.
I guess what I'll do for my fear, I'm human. Excuse me. I'm horribly afraid of spiders. Like, if you want to lose me as a friend, tag me with a spider on
But
Tumblr.
spiders are so nice,
I hate
friendly,
it.
and
Doesn't
they
matter-
kill mosquitoes.
It doesn't matter how small they are. Any type of spider is just terrifying. And if they're bigger and I can see the segments in their legs, I just die on the spot.
I mean, I don't want them on me, but they're horrible. I'll
Ugh.
save their life.
Let me tell you.
So you would die.
I would.
I've had like 1,000 spiders
Are you kidding me?
crawling on my arms.
This new apartment that I moved into was actually like when I first got into it was completely covered in spiders and like I almost died.
Wow. Wow.
I hate them.
Boy.
I hate them so much, and they all should die, no matter how small they are.
So you burned
Those are the crazy ones.
I just,
you burned the
Like
apartment.
scorpions.
no. That's the thing. I love scorpions. Scorpions are okay, but spiders freak the shit out of me. They have too many legs.
What do you feel about
Too many legs
centipedes then?
Oh my
Or
god.
millipedes.
Yes, millipedes, centipedes. If the more legs, the freakier they are.
To me.
Like I think I was in a science class and they pulled out a millipede and they're like, "Do you want to hold it?" And I ran. I left the class.
Oh my gosh. I once got to pet a baby white tiger. Speaking of pets,
That one has just the right number of legs. Now, if there's a baby white tiger that's mixed with a millipede, nope.
Oh god,
Have
that was a
you
very
guys-
inappropriate story to tell, but this thing exists.
Have you guys ever
Bad.
seen a death centipede before?
I have
Oh.
seen it in pictures.
Oh my god, I saw one in person and
I picked them up.
what's wrong
The
with
Animal
you?
Kingdom is cool.
Alright,
I don't know. It was on the way. It was like, get out.
oh my god, I would not touch those things. No. Beta's only fear is that he's not strong enough to protect the people around him.
Common and understand.
Protect people?
Strong enough to protect the people around him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw my mic.
I'm afraid to protect people. Everyone
Oh.
I protect just dies.
Oh my
The
god.
the furries around him, you know. He doesn't like to not be able to protect people.
See.
And so, one of his biggest fears is basically being tied down or being held down while someone is being hurt.
That makes sense.
We gotta keep this safe for work.
Alright.
I almost brought up something for Rokyo.
Bro, your fear?
Really? Okay. My biggest fear, that it's actually my phobia, for both Rokiel, Fisk, and me,
Okay.
are moths.
You
Like,
like
despite
moths?
them, yeah. I mean, I'm really scared of every single bug that can fly. And you're gonna watch me like running, like screaming in panic whenever I see like a bee, a wasp,
I don't like wasps.
a hornet,
If it's got wings,
Well,
you're not doing
like
it.
Scarabs.
What the fuck is
God,
that?
What the fuck is that?
I don't
Hmm?
like it.
And moths, especially moths. And we have a lot of moths here. And
Oh boy.
if there is one like around, you can see me like staring at it, like not blinking, because I want to see where it is. Because they're so stupid and they just beat you because they're like flying randomly and so yeah, moths and flying insects.
Alright.
But I can kill and touch spiders and whatever thing is crawling. I don't really mind.
Duh! No! Delete it!
Look at his cute little pincers, though.
Delete it! I can't
You realize
even.
you realize you're an admin and can get it your.
I can't even look at my screen right now. My keyboard is covering my screen. It's. Is it gone?
Yes, it's gone.
Okay. No!
Oh, I have. I'll have to.
Looks like
stop
Juchi's in
now.
agreement.
I'm gonna like have to leave now. So
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in. We're glad you like.
I'm impressed I made it. It takes a while.
Lex, behave yourself, or I'll get you. Bye, Rogue.
I'll keep you all. Like I'm gonna take over the Discord chat later.
Oh my god.
Well, everybody take care.
Bye,
guys. See you,
Rogue.
Rogue.
Bye.
With the flamethrower.
The flag. One more thing.
Okay.
Beyonce. Goodbye.
Beyonce.
So for me, my biggest fear in real life is being afraid of the dark. That's kind of my biggest one.
Oh, okay. I generally can't see in the dark anyway, so I've learned not to be afraid of the dark.
No.
It is still one of the scariest experiences to go out at night and take out your trash and not see anyone around.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob.
Probably the whole idea of him showing his freckles. He's very self-conscious about them and doesn't really like people seeing his freckles.
Aw.
But they're cute.
Floppity.
Aw.
Like, I think Kag's freckles are the best part. The freckles and the color patches really make him like stand out.
Yeah, at some point there will be a time where that's done, but that's for story progression.
I understand.
A permanent fixture. The ear extensions, however, or the ear stilts, if you will, are actually there for a reason. Those ones actually prevent hearing loss due to his ears being flopped over.
Okay. Next question was what video games are y'all best at?
What are you pro gamer for? Where do you get your speed and videos?
I mean, so I actually had a team on Smite for a while. We had a pro team. I want to say I do the best at any game I play. So I'm not sure what I'm best at. But I would say MOBAs are my niche. If you get me in a MOBA, give me about a day to figure it out, and I can be in the top.
Neat. Cat's turn.
For me, I would say Fallout. Any type of Fallout. I'm really good at Fallout. Don't really
Nice.
play a lot of online games. GTA 5 is probably my shit though. Also, back in the day.
Let's see, for me, I really like fighting. I think I'm better at fighting games than most of my friends. I'm not like a great player. I am better than most, but when it comes to the competitive scene, I'm not good. So it's interesting. Smash Bros is my favorite.
I bet I can beat you.
In
Smash.
who you play as?
I'm a main of the fast characters, so Genji, Sheik, Genji.
Genji?
Greninja.
Genji's in Overwatch?
Greninja, Sheik, Fox, anyone who's really fast. That's what I play.
I see. I like Sonic, I like Bowser, I like Pit, I like Roy. I play as like half the cast when I'm feeling like just for fun. But like if I'm trying to be winning, those are the 4 I'll use.
I'd like to be a Bayonetta main, but if you pick Bayonetta, people like have a heart attack.
People play where the hell you want. I don't care.
We got a question in the chat actually about the Pokemon.
Yes.
I haven't played a Pokemon game since Diamond.
Pearl was my first Pokemon game.
First?
I put like 6. Yeah, that was my first one. Just entering middle school, and I had my DS. First game I got, and I fell in love with Pearl. I still have love in my heart for my Turtwig and my first Lucario. I play Pokemon. As I mentioned in the chat, like I enjoy it. I just never take the time to sit down and actually beat the games and like make anything competitive. I just pick the Pokemon I like and play the game. Kags.
For me, I don't play Pokemon. So
you played Final Fantasy Explorers? That was the other one.
I haven't played any of that kind of stuff. I try to get into I try to get into Pokemon, but I just never really enjoyed it.
All right. The next question down in the live chat is Lexar again. If we could cosplay as any character from anything and actually look like them to the best extent, I'm guessing like a pro cosplay, who would it be? Pit. I've always wanted to cosplay Pit. I love Pit.
See, you already look like Pit.
That's the point. I want the angel wings and the outfit. I love the character. I want to dress up as him.
Kags, you go.
I would cosplay as my persona.
He does have a suit for it, so.
I still cosplay as Pit even if I was Rivet.
Seriously though, I'd probably cosplay as Thomas Bingautier from Daft Punk.
That's a neat one, yeah.
Man, there's not many black characters though that I like care about.
Why don't you just pick an outfit then?
I mean, if I could cosplay anyone and look just like them, like exactly like them, I'd want to cosplay Naruto in his final QB Sage form, like as in Hokage, 7th Hokage. So like the jacket with the black undershirt, I loved it.
Cool. Kags, would you like to do supervillain fans question?
Yeah. I'm debating whether to buy a drawing monitor or Nintendo Switch. Which one do you think is more worth it? So for me, I'm very to consoles, especially on what's good and what's bad. We've gotten into heated debates in the Navy in regards to what we want. Very heated debate consoles on. But so for the Nintendo Switch, it's $300. It's really Jesus.
Oh
gosh.
Is everything okay?
Yep. So and, for the Nintendo Switch, it isn't really worth the money as it is right now. I would suggest getting something that's a little bit more worth your money. So a drawing monitor you can actually make money off of if you're good at it. And a lot of times you got to spend money to make money. So if you start the investment now with your drawing monitor, you can work ahead. The Nintendo Switch, it's a console, and it's not really worth the money as it is right now. Maybe different iterations will do better. Ultimately, I think the drawing monitor, short answer, is more worth it.
I agree. With
because I actually like thinking about this a lot and talking about the console. And I love Nintendo, but I haven't sat down and got my Switch yet. And the main reasons I think isn't that the Switch is a bad console. It's just that its library isn't big enough yet to warrant having a Switch. I would change my opinion if the new Breath of the Wild Zelda was a Switch exclusive, but because of the fact you can get it on the Wii U if you have a Wii U, and like we have it here and it works just fine on the Wii U, I recommend you get it on that and not just buy a Switch just to play Zelda. I would say more recently with Toon, it's become like I guess a little bit more worth it to buy it because it's good, but if you don't like Splatoon, of course that doesn't really sell you on it. I truly feel after Mario Odyssey, as long as it's being a good game, that'll be like the game to get the console for. But even then, I would say only get a Switch trying to just get a luxury item for the sake of luxury. If you're trying to get something you can use a bunch and probably explore a lot of things, learn things, I'd definitely be getting the drawing model.
I don't really have an answer. I mean, I definitely agree with Kags. I think it's probably more of a plus for you to get the drawing monitor. I've been at Best Buy, and the only games I've ever seen anyone buy for the Switch is Splatoon 2 and Legend of Zelda.
And Mario Kart
isn't more than enough for me. Not even Mario Kart. I don't see that come through ever.
I play Mario.
I know.
Like everyone's butts.
I'm going by the what I've seen come through, like working at an electronics store. I don't see a lot of people actually even buying the Switch games other than Splatoon and Legend of Zelda.
Do people buy a lot of games at Buy?
Yes, sir. Oh, what did I say? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was actually told to start getting people to reserve games more because apparently I can get a raise for that. So come reserve a game at Best Buy. $5.
Sounds like it's a bit better than working at GameStop. There, they hold you at like knife point if you're not giving away.
Must
as an employee.
All right, so Blue Stylist, who's actually in the chat somewhere, he's been popping around, and Blue Stylist is also the one who did the art that you guys are seeing for the.
Thank you again, Blue Stylist.
Blue Stylist, you're awesome. His question is, if you could upgrade the lounge with anything you wanted without having to worry about the price, what would you buy? I would buy a chocolate fountain for my ice cream place. So like you guys get an ice cream cone from me and just like stick it in a chocolate fountain and cover it in chocolate.
Neat. It's pretty fun.
Me, it'd probably be something cosmetic, either on the inside or outside. For me, I would say a nice centralized hardwood stage with a piano stage right and a drum set stage left and a microphone center stage.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Kag. It's kind of like getting it to look really fancy, improving interior, maybe getting like some special seats and couches and chairs. We were actually having a talk in our Telegram chat the other night, but I found, if any of you watch any of Superfruit's music videos, we really liked how in the music video Sexy Ladies, how the kind of lounge they're in was set up. We're going to use that as inspiration. Not the exact like design, but just somewhere to start. Woo!
I think we're almost done with the podcast questions on Tumblr.
Yeah, well, we got about, I'd say, I suggested we didn't go any longer, 90 minutes, and so we got about 13 minutes left. I think that's pretty good. We're doing good on timing.
All right, so I think this is actually the last question, and then what movies are you all excited for that's coming out this year? I want to see Jumanji 2, but I'm a little disappointed that it'll be a video game and not the board game for the first.
Jumanji.
Like Robin Williams kind of stuff.
Robin Williams, yeah.
Oh.
It looks like it's gonna be more of a. I mean, I guess Jumanji was a little comedy, but like it was also a family movie, and this one just looks like it's gonna be wholly a comedy and like action film.
And The Rock Johnson's in it, so you know.
I mean, The Rock's always nice. I also Jack Black's I find funny.
And I think Jack Black, this character, is gonna be really funny in this movie. I guess the movie I'm excited for, it's not coming out this year. Next year, Infinity War.
Nice.
I'm pretty excited to see Infinity War, and I want to see Thanos throw a moon at people.
Let's see. Hi, Matt.
Oh.
My Magnum's home.
Incoming doggo.
Our dogs are very excited. Maestro, shush. Movies I'm excited about. Well, technically, next Tuesday, my UNR, my university, is doing an outdoor movie. And they're going to be showing Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I haven't seen yet, so I'm excited to see that. I want to see Thor Ragnarok. I am interested to see Coco and just wondering how different it will be from Life because of Life. Other than that, there aren't many films left. At least I'm excited for.
Me, I don't really follow the movie scene too much. Usually I just watch whatever comes out, whatever strikes my fancy.
We just got another ask on the podcast for the website on Tumblr. Do you guys want to do that one before we're done?
Sure. We still have time. We have 10 minutes, so.
Do Lounge plan to have uniform in future?
We do have a uniform. We get to wear whatever tuxes we want. Just has we get to have our own style. We'll also be Yeah, unless we had plans for uniform.
Here in the Foxtown Lounge, you definitely applaud uniqueness, especially when it comes to uniformity, and also as long as the main things that we look for in uniforms is usually making sure that there's at least some logo attached to them. And other than that, as long as it's a formal kind of dress uniform, I don't really mind on what it looks like.
Of course, for employees or guests can, as long as it's appropriate. For now, though,
all right.
we create the AD
Talk
lounge.
about the AD lounge, yeah.
That's not
Here
ready yet.
coming up here in a few months, we're going to be having an After Dark lounge, which will be a little bit more adulty. It's going to be a third type of Tumblr page. That's going to be directly linked to the original one, but it's going to be for 18 and over.
Yes.
And whatnot.
I already have my outfit planned.
Really, we probably won't bring out or roll out any type of adult RP because even though it is an 18 and over type of place, we don't really want to
Turn it into an AD chat.
and also we don't really want to get people who are below the age 18, because let's be honest here, there will be people below the age 18 on that.
That's really hard to
Wrapped
tell
up
with
in this.
Tumblr, yeah, because people can just lie.
Wrapped up in any type of business such as that, even though it is RP.
Well, from what I'm like, I mean, as long as at the moment we found out, no, we can't necessarily be held responsible for someone going into a public domain page. It's like the same thing as like the porn site. A porn site can't get in trouble because someone under 18 went to their site.
Right.
So, I mean, it's still like we wouldn't just allow someone to be there, but like if someone does end up on that blog and is underage, we technically wouldn't be held accountable.
Right, and
Hopefully.
I'd imagine we'd just be more open to answering more not safe for work questions than doing more not safe for work RP.
Yeah, I'm not really much fun for RP.
Same here. Not safe. I like safe for work RP, especially talking about beta story, but not safe for work RP is really a turn off for me. It makes me sick, to be honest.
Gags, you were saying?
Kind of the bigger not safe for work and safe for work RP kind of guy, but I can definitely see that for a blog such as this, it's not a good idea to actually like openly advertise not safe for work RP, especially in a public setting.
All right. Well, I think that's all our questions. I'm surprised they had that like all lasted a while. I had backup last.
I'm not sure how to do an outro for this. I mean, my outro's I can do the outro like I do all the other outros for my YouTube channel if you guys want instead.
Well, I guess let's see, because tell everyone we don't have any concrete plans for when we'll do the next one. We decided we ended up putting it off a few weeks because we were trying to get everyone on it, but with 6 people all from different time zones, it's just too hard to coordinate schedules. So for everyone else listening, we're gonna try and do it at least so that we have preferably at least 3 people if possible. I mean, if we need to do 2, it's fine. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you do. You go ahead. I've got something.
I was gonna say, we want to make sure it's concrete. We're not gonna stick to dates incomplete, but I think the goal we are shooting for is at least 2 a month, if not at least. This is our first try. If you guys have any, say so.
So, first thing I want to say, well, I'm just gonna start the outro here unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. So, you guys have been listening to Fox and Hound Lounge podcast. Kags, or Furry for Thought, can you tell them where they're going to be able to find you? For those of us who's come in from YouTube and don't know you from Tumblr.
You can find me at furryforthought.tumblr.com or Kagzo on YouTube.
And Rivet, where can they find you?
They can find me at my home. You can find me on a lot of platforms. You can get me on Tumblr, which is Rivet, like all lowercase Rivet -- ringtail at .tumblr.com. You can find me on Twitter with the handle at @rivet_ringtail. You can I have a YouTube, but like there's not very much on it. A lot of it's high school stuff and like one match I did against Tau and Beta on Marvel vs. Capcom. My YouTube is just W fall, like the letter W, the word fall, and ninja, all lowercase, no spaces. That's also my fur community handle. You can find it Rivet Ringo on Sofer. Good night, everybody.
All right. So
Bye.
if you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.